Morning and welcome to our workshop Monday, first one of the week, preparing for the week ahead. Fairly light on the data front last week. CPI in the UK, its inflation came in as expected. Retail sales in the US pretty good. Weekly unemployment pretty good in the States. The only thing that disappointed, I guess, for us was the retail sales on Friday, which disappointed, which has added to sterling's woes. For all of you who are trading sterling cable or selling on the crosses, seeing it's particularly weak. Not just the retail sales, unfortunately. We got the GDP this week. GDP week, if I just jumped to the GDP on Friday, we're expecting a negative number of minus 0.1%, bumping along the bottom, but nevertheless, it is a contraction. And if we have a poor Q1 this year, which could happen with all this bad weather, then technically we're in a recession. Whether it's plus 0.1 or minus 0.1, we are bumping along the bottom, nevertheless. Okay, data for the rest of the week. We have a couple of surveys from Germany, which are quite important. We have the ZEW Economic Sentiment Indicator that comes out on Tuesday at 10 o'clock, looking for a further rise to 12.2. Believe that the Eurozone is going to stabilize by the summer, which is positive, Germany being by far and away the largest economy in the Eurozone. Next, we have existing home sales, a real bright part of the US economy, and looking for further gains there to 5.09 million there, following on from the 5.04 in November, which was a considerable surge from the previous month as well. So the momentum very much behind the housing market in the States. Then we have a Canadian interest rate decision. Nothing is expected there, but if you are trading the CAD, just bear in mind that something could be said that could create a little bit of flux in that market there. Then we have on Thursday the unemployment claims. Well, we've already said that we had a bit of a surprise last week, 335,000, a lot better than expected. A little bit of a correction there to 361,000 this Thursday, but overall, over the 2 week sort of average, as it were, it's still very, very positive there. That's definitely supporting the markets. We then have the second survey of the week in Germany, the German IFO Business Climate, a very broad based survey, very well respected, another good leading indicator of the economy rather than the GDP number that we had the other day in Germany, which is very sort of historical. This is very much a sort of a leading indicator, giving us insight into what's going to be happening in the future. We're looking for a further rise there from 102.4 to 103.1. So again, positive underlying the recovery in the Eurozone. Finally, we've already mentioned the GDP in the UK at minus 0.1. Then we've got new home sales, again, just more evidence to support the strength in the US housing market, a further rise in new home sales from 377 to 383,000, confirming the healthy state of the US housing market. Good luck with trading for the next 3 days. We meet again at our workshop, our regular workshop on Thursday morning. Thanks very much for listening.